Okay, so it's the beginner's guide for troop training. So first thing I'm going to do is jump straight onto second chance for my hero, which is a bit screwed up at the moment. So I'm going to set up a hero so that this guy is just all about training troops, okay? So, of course, we're going to go through all the options, and it's all on the right hand side, and we're going to go on to anything to do with troops and training and max these out so that when we get training these troops, they're as cheap as possible and we can do them as quickly as possible. So as you can see, we're just going down the options now. Where are we up to? So we're going to max one of these out in a second, and that's what we do. There we go, just pressing the button nice and quick. And what I'm doing here is, because I've gone straight to the main one, it's just skipping all the other things that I need to do to the very bare minimum. So for instance, some of them are 3, some of them are 5, some of them are 10. You need these points to be in the right place in order to progress in the game, whatever we're doing. And what we're doing at the moment, of course, is training troops, and I'm just setting it up. You do make mistakes. I'll show you later. I make a bit of a mistake. I forget to put a boost on or something, and it has a massive difference. Instead of 4 days, it should be 2 days. It says 4 days, and I do press go, and of course it costs me so much. But you'll see that in a minute anyway. So we're just going through the options here, and we're just maxing everything out. Again, it's all to do with troop training. We're not doing any attacking, so forget everything on the left hand side. We're not doing any defence. We're just purely troop training, and we're limited to the amount of points we've got. So this is why you set up your hero to whatever you are about to do. So you're going to be troop training, which is what we're doing at the moment. You can see we're maxing it out, and these are the bonuses that you're going to get. So we're going to go all the way up to level 50 on this one, for instance. And you know, you do get a sore finger with this game. Here we go, let's see. And look at the bonus that we get. Okay, so there we go. Now the other thing that I have done is I've also asked the guy who's got the place of power, can we have the 25% boost for troop training as well? And he has obliged. Very nice guy. Russian he is. He just put a thumbs up. So I didn't really know what he said. Didn't go through the translator. Anyway, so we've done that as well. We're also, you know, we want to make sure that our Sherman, of course, is pretty much the same. He's set up for troop training. And of course, your knowledge as well. You know, training troops, the cost of training troops, and the particular troop that you're going to be training. So, you know, T1s, I just love them, the cheapest chips. You just kill them for fun. Remember, you know, they do die. When you do an attack anyway, it's called a meat shield. So we're just now going to max this one up as well. As you can see, it makes a big difference, makes it cheaper, quicker, and this is what the second chance is for. They are available in the clan store, or I think you can buy them for gold. It's quite tricky to find. I always find it quite difficult to find this one. So again, look, we're just maxing this one up. And 60%, you see it's massive, 60%. So now the other thing I've done, which you won't see later on, is this one of mine is just purely attack, this account. Okay, so I'm not even making much silver. I've just got loads of tents producing troops or barracks. Okay, so that's what I've decided to do. Not interested in making silver. What I found out is that every time you attack somebody, you always get their silver in their town, and you always there seems to be a lot more silver than anything else. Oh, of course, food, but it's always silver and food, so I don't worry about it too much. Of course, there is also the packs. So again, we're maxing it all up. It does jump around a bit. If I had equipment, which I haven't made for troop training, this is why I'm not going too mad. I need enough troops so I can play the game. Of course, you get the hero's equipment, and you can put the diamond inside the equipment and get another 12%. Some of these, I'm looking at the equipment now. I just haven't got haven't killed enough invaders or done enough tasks at this moment in time, so we're not training too many. Now, troop training, the other thing I would say is, this you don't want more than 1 million troops. If you lose all those troops, well, it costs you a fortune to get them back. So don't do too many troops. You can only send a certain amount out, and there's only a certain amount that can defend somebody's town, and not so many that can go on an onslaught. So just think on what's the point. I'm not a big believer in having 25 million troops when 3 will do, and just keep doing them. People can get sucked into producing lots and lots of troops later on in the game. As you can see, we're just boosting through now. If you have a look what I've done, made a mistake here, because this is 4 days. I do produce a lot of troops here, and then I suss it out, and this is, if you're not careful, it costs you a lot, and unfortunately I've been a bit stupid, and it is costing me a lot. I do figure it out in a bit, as you'll see. I think, oh no, I've not put my boost on, but when I put my boost on, it goes from 4 days down to 2 days. So, you know, it's massive, making sure everything's set up for exactly what you're about to do. So makes a huge difference. I had about 300,000 troops. I think I've lost about 150,000 of them just by attacking other people. You do lose, I think it's 15% of your troops every time you send an attack over. So remember, you want the T1s to die, not a bunch of T5s. So it's still 20%. That's why you send a mixture. The T1 is basically a sacrificial troop. It's cheap to produce. You know, you send 100,000 T5s over, they've cost you a fortune, and you're still losing 15% of these troops. So believe me, you want to get the T1, max that knowledge out on the T1 before moving on to a T2. I personally prefer T2s. My knowledge at the moment is horrendous on T2s. I've not even started it, so we're just using the T1s. I like the T1. They're really fast at marching. They get the job done. They're cheap. They're disposable. You know, that's how you got to look at it now. Your T5, your T6, it's more of a look how big I am. You know, and the thing is, of course, if you lose those T5 or T6s in an event, it can be absolutely catastrophic for the points. You lose so many points, it costs you so much money in gold and a lot. So just watch and learn. Total now I've got around 600,000 troops. Sounds like a lot, it really is not a lot in this game. That'll do me 3 marches. I can do 4 marches, But yeah, that'll do me for now till I upgrade everything. So yeah, like and subscribe, it is free of charge. Thanks guys.